I don't wanna write this down. I wanna tell you how I feel right now.
Just give it up 100. This one is about Jay-Z. The king of hip-hop, Jay-Z. The real king of hip-hop, Jay-Z. Lucifer himself, Jay-Z. Freemason king, 33rd degree and all, Jay-Z. This is about the evil Freemason that Jay-Z is and how he's been, pretty much deceiving and lying and preying on the people that buy his music and his culture for the most part, his entire career. All right? Now, me personally, I was the biggest Jay-Z fan in his prime, in Jay-Z's prime, when he was clearly the best rapper in the game after Biggie Smalls passed away, and people pretty much gave him the crown of, being a king of hip hop. I was the biggest Jay-Z fan, honestly. Like, I can quote Jay-Z lyrics for days and days and days, because he was my favorite rapper. He was somebody I thought was the best rapper, and he was definitely my favorite rapper for a while. The first song that I got introduced, the song that introduced me to Jay-Z was a song called Hard Knock Life. It was a song where they sampled, I think it was like a theater play or something like that, Annie. They sampled, I forgot exactly what she does, but he sampled that and, made it the hook. And the song was just a hit. The song was classic, in my opinion. It just had a classic sound, a classic hip hop sound too. And that's the first song that I heard that I liked from Jay-Z, and I've been a fan ever since that. Thinking, for one, that the rap game was just people that had skills, people that was nice, and people that was just artists. You know what I'm saying? Just artists. I thought it was just that. So Jay-Z was, in my opinion, he was like the tone of hip hop. Like, he set the tone of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Whatever Jay-Z was doing, hip hop was doing. If Jay-Z said it was cool, it was cool. He brought in Cristal, you know what I'm saying? And that became a part of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? The industry of hip hop, seeing the rise of Jay-Z after his his first album, which was Hard Knock Life, and or Reasonable Doubt, my bad. And they seen the growth of him, and they seen the main thing they seen in Jay-Z was that he was on the side of evil from day one. He was on the dark side from the very beginning. Jay-Z, one of his songs, one of his, renowned songs that people know a lot from his first album, was actually called The Devils. If you go and you listen to that song, I don't have to say anything about what type of person Jay-Z is. And this is his first album. This is a song off of his first album. An album where a lot of people would say it's probably his best album, Reasonable Doubt. I'm not necessarily saying that. I'm not too sure if that's his best album, because like I said, I was a fan, and this dude really was putting good music together very consistently, and I just stamped him as the best for a while. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z, throughout the years 1998 to about, say, 2000 and 2001, when the first Blueprint came out, Jay-Z was clearly the best rapper in the game. I mean, but Jay-Z lyrically, and just, the lane that Jay-Z had in 98, 99, he still was that nigga. Nobody was really towering over Jay-Z. Jay-Z was still looking like the best rapper in the game. And he was. If not, definitely top 2 or 3. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. He constantly changed the game. This is how you know he is just not your typical rapper, because he constantly can implement things and at the same time take things out. Who do you know can do that? Every rapper can't just come in the game and just constantly just like change the living room around. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is what I think should be over here, and this type of couch should be over here. That's what Jay-Z was doing. Like, pretty much the whole 90s, like, you know what I'm saying? And early parts of the 2000s. I mean, really, he took control of the 2000s for the most part as well, because further on, when he came out and said auto-tune, which auto-tune was the sound of hip-hop music at the time, a lot of artists, R&B, hip-hop and R&B, had a lot of auto-tune in it, and a lot of artists was making a lot of their money from using auto-tune. And Jay-Z came out and made that one song called DOA, Death of Auto-Tune, and literally put a fork in the belly of that whole auto-tune shit. He just stabbed it right in the stomach and killed it right there with that one song, to the point where artists like T-Pain, which banked a lot on auto-tune to go to sell records and make money and all that, he had a problem with Jay-Z, and rightfully so, because he wasn't making no money, because Jay-Z shut pretty much his whole operation down. Who do you know have this much power, man? And Jay-Z getting with Beyonce, I felt like, which he got with Beyonce publicly, because who knows what was going on behind closed doors, but publicly, they were together around 2001 or two, or one of them right there. And the whole public knew about them like late 2002 or close to 2003, you know what I'm saying? And him with Beyonce, you see what Beyonce was, her pretty much her whole career without or before Jay-Z. And you see what she became right when their relationship became public and it was known that Jay-Z and Beyonce is together. You see what Beyonce ended up being, because Jay-Z is a known, I'm pretty sure he's admitted it in his music, that he's a Freemason. And if you don't know what Freemasons is, Freemason is a secret society. And I say secret society on a lighter side, because on a lighter note, because obviously a lot of people know about Freemasons, so it's not really that secret. But Freemasons are some devil worshiping, satanic living Luciferians, basically. That's it. Bottom line. That's a secret society. They do a lot of, disgusting thing behind closed doors, man. They do a lot of things to stay relevant and to have power in the music industry. All right. He started to change Beyonce and pretty much everybody that he ever came in contact with. You started to see Jay-Z started to recruit damn near LeBron James. He was the first person on LeBron James' heels, straight out of high school. Jay-Z was always seen with LeBron James. At the time, nobody knew what was going on. We just thought Jay-Z just liked this high school kid that played basketball pretty good. We didn't know it had a lot to do with him trying to initiate LeBron James into his society, into his fraternity, his brotherhood, you know what I'm saying, for the benefits that it can give him as a recruiter and for what LeBron James can get out of it, which pretty much any success LeBron James get is going to make Jay-Z look even that much better, because he's damn near the one that discovered LeBron James, right? Not, of course not, but in a sense that from the industry, somebody from the music industry, putting a chain and signing LeBron James, Jay-Z was the first one that did that. So you see the power that Jay-Z was having throughout these years. You know what I'm saying? And then the big splash of all, to show how powerful Jay-Z had gotten. And around say when Barack Obama ran for president, you started to see Jay-Z a lot with like Obama. He's in the Oval Office, he's in the White House. He's moving side by side with politicians. You never seen this before Obama. So it seemed like Jay-Z just know when, or whoever is controlling him know when to really put him into the in crowd, to make him, to put him at a spot where he fit at, because Barack Obama, the first black president, you know what I'm saying? Jay-Z moving with that type of energy and all that is just going to make him look even that much more powerful, because this is the president we talking about. And Jay-Z's right next to him at all times. He was damn near advocating for Obama when he ran in 2008. So Jay-Z got a lot of power from that, or a lot of attention, that boosted his status in the industry. You know what I'm saying? And he's rubbing shoulders with all of these trillionaire niggas, not trillionaire, but billionaire dudes. You know, these white dudes, white billionaire dudes that give two fucks about black people and the black dynamic and black communities and black people overall. These dudes don't even think about us. And they are best friends with Jay-Z, the former hustler from Marcy Projects. He's none of that shit. That's his past. Like he doesn't even feel connected to none of that. Just look how he moving, man. Look at, and then you got to look at Kanye West in 2000 and like, I think it was like 16, I think. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The big rant that Kanye did exposing the radio, Jay-Z, or the whole industry basically, the program director that picked all the songs for the radio to play just to promote a certain sound or a certain artist. They're not really playing all of the music, you know, that they should be playing. They just picking 10 out of thousands of music to play all day, every day on the radio. This is how they condition you to like trash. This is what Kanye West was exposing. And at some point in his rant, he basically was begging Jay-Z to not send his army at him. You ask yourself, why is Kanye doing that? What army do Jay-Z got? What, Rockefeller? What, Memphis Bleek and Beanie Siegel? No, that's not the army Kanye talking about. At that point, Memphis Bleek and Beanie Siegel wasn't even with Jay-Z no more. The army that Jay-Z got is the fucking secret society, man. They do got an army that hold Jay-Z all the way down. Beyonce got an army as well. Look at Beyonce's fan base, the Beehive. This is what they call themselves. They will go above and beyond for Beyonce. You say anything about Beyonce, these motherfuckers will go to the end of the earth to shut your shit down. They'll do anything to get back at you for going at Beyonce. That's Beyonce's army right there. And I believe Jay-Z got a real army, probably some men in black type dudes that will come at you. Some industry dudes, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like hip hop police and shit like that. They'll come at you and shut your whole operation down just for having Jay-Z name in your mouth, just for you making Jay-Z mad. Jay-Z has that type of power, and he's sitting in that type of chair right now. He's that type of nigga right now. He's been that kind of nigga in my opinion. But definitely at that point when Kanye called out Jay-Z, Jay-Z was too big and mighty and powerful to be called out, straight up. And you see what he did to Kanye. You see what he did to Kanye. Kanye was never the same ever since that rant. Kanye West was never the same since he had that rant. And I blame all of it on Jay-Z. Jay never reached out to him. This is what Kanye was saying. Reach out to me, Jay. Like, call me. Let me know. Let me know something. Talk to me. That just show you how cold Jay-Z is. How much of a hollow, spiritless man Jay-Z is that we're following and calling him the GOAT. I've stopped a long time ago myself, but a lot of people do still love and follow and damn near worship this dude and putting up the fucking so-called Rockefeller sign, which is the all-seeing eye, the triangle pyramid, whatever. That's what they all do. You see Madonna and fucking Marilyn Manson and all of these people doing that shit. It can't mean nothing good, man. It's nothing good. All y'all fans that's doing that, y'all gotta understand that y'all are promoting evil right there and not even realizing it or caring about it. But you are, though. Whether you know it or not, you are. You're promoting evil. You're promoting Jay-Z's whole thing that keeps him going, which is that devil shit that he acknowledges so fucking much. Obviously, it means a lot to him because he's always doing it. And everybody that got with him, no surprise, that's all they do as well. Beyonce, Kanye, LeBron James, they love doing it. Even Aaliyah got caught many times throwing up that pyramid right over one of her eye. A lot of times got caught doing that. Why are you doing that, Aaliyah? I thought you were a baby girl and you were the angel from the heavens. That's what y'all fans think. Aaliyah was just another fucking uh child. It's kind of like child slavery or some shit. She was pushed in the music industry. She was forced on R. Kelly to make it in the industry. Her mother gave her over to the industry, straight up. Whether y'all want to believe that or not, Aaliyah is not no fucking saint or no angel as y'all like to believe. That's a lie. Aaliyah was just like any one of these broads out here that either got funneled into the industry from their parents, you know what I'm saying, to an artist to make it, like got forced out there to make it and got sold over to an artist, or she had to do what the fuck she had, or you know what I'm saying? It's another way to just sleep with artists and do what you got to do. Aaliyah is no better. Real talk. She did what she had to do. That's real shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like I was saying, Jay-Z, he started Tidal, which is a streaming website. Kanye West in that rant was talking about this Tidal as well. But anyways, he started it and he's streaming music just like, you know, YouTube and or all hip hop music or whatever, any other site that streams music. But the thing that Jay-Z did that showed his demonic nature, you know, as a black man that's coming from Marcy Projects, he reminds you all the time where he's coming from, the bottom, the projects, the ghetto. I'm the, you know, have-nots and the forgottens. You know what I'm saying? And I made it to this level, to the point where I can make my own streaming music, you know, my own website where you go and stream music, and I go and hire a staff to run my business, and every single one of those people that I hired as my staff members is all white. All of them were white. Every single one of them were white. Not one black. Not one. I seen a picture with all of them in the picture. All white people. Every one of them white. This is your Jay-Z. This is your Jay-Z that made that nigga song. You know, everybody's a nigga. White nigga, black nigga, tall nigga, poor nigga, rich nigga, right? What is he talking about? This is where I can show you how music, no matter how powerful the shit might hit you in your spirit, it's fucking useless. It's useless. Like real talk, it's really useless. Niggas will say anything in their music and move a whole different kind of way. So what they said is pretty much useless, man. Straight up. Jay-Z has all of the ability in the world to make the greatest rap songs or some of the greatest rap songs I ever heard in my life. And he has. I've said it myself. He is the most consistent rapper in the history of the rap game. The most consistently good rap music making rapper in the history of rap. Jay-Z. Not the greatest lyricist ever. I give that to Nas. And I give the greatest rapper had he had time to show his, you know, his true ability, true, you know, range and all that and making music, you know, I give it to Biggie Smalls if he had the time. If he had the time, Biggie Smalls to me would be the best rapper ever. But from what work has actually got done, Jay-Z, man, I give it to him. But that's just that side of it. As a man, I've been moved on from Jay. Once Professor Griff came out, he was the one that exposed Jay-Z, that made me really started to look deeper into the actual person Jay-Z. Once he exposed Jay, that's all I needed. That's all I needed, because everything he put out there was absolute facts. It wasn't no opinion, and it wasn't anything you couldn't make sense for yourself. You couldn't look it up for yourself and see it actually for yourself. There's actual pictures that show Jay-Z in a meeting, in a Freemason meeting. Like, this is not no he say, she say. This is a fact. Jay-Z is a Freemason. That's a fact. And if you know Freemasons, if you're not one yourself, you shouldn't have any respect for Freemasons in any type of way, because they are satanic. It might start out on some, oh, you know, we just gonna make you a better man and all that, because they got a little a little motto they go by, but at the end of the day, it's all leading to the devil. It's satanic. It's not about God. That's a fact. It's not about God. So whether you believe that or not, it's up to you. But Freemasons are not about God. They're evil, straight up. Don't be fooled any longer by Jay-Z, if you still are a fool. He is very dark, demonic, and devilish. He is the devil. He is a major part of the devil. He plays a very big part in appeasing the devil and pleasing the devil. He's one of the devil's workers. Jay-Z is not about God in any type of way. The song he did with Alicia Keys, where he said, Jesus ain't gonna save you, like, he's telling you clear as day. I don't believe in any of that, because that ain't gonna happen. Basically, he don't believe in God. He don't believe God is real. He believe in the devil, but I guess he don't believe in God. It is what it is. Or he believe in the devil, but he don't believe God is even real, because a lot of things he say in his music would make it look like God ain't real. But then a lot of the things he do say in his lyrics do be blaspheming God. So I guess he do believe that there is God. He just choose to go against God, just like his wife. But Judgment Day gonna handle all these roaches, man, because these people are roaches in the eyes of God. As powerful as they think they are in this world, they are little roaches in the eyes of God. Straight like that. Be done with Jay-Z. He ain't shit. Be done with him. That's it. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Talk to y'all next time. I'm out.